You kept in touch with Wayne's family even after his death?
Yeah, his mom. His mom would call me periodically and make sure I'm okay and see how I was doing. And over the years, they always kept in touch.
You got close to his sister, Sharon.
Yes. Well, Sharon is... it's tough to talk about Sharon because...
She's your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember, though, how you got close?
I do. I remember Sharon's mom, or my mother-in-law now, calling me, and me calling back, and they weren't there. They were gone to the country or whatever, and I would talk to Sharon. And we just got closer and closer, and eventually we got married, and, we're together still today.
Do you remember proposing?
I remember her proposing. No, I remember my friend Gary was getting married, and we just thought that, we could do this, and we decided that we were going to do it, and we didn't know if everybody would be pleased with the situation, and especially her family. I mean, she's going to marry somebody who has muscular dystrophy. It's not an easy thing, and that's what makes Sharon what she is. She does what she feels she wants to do, so I have a hard time talking about her. She's that much to me, So.
How did you spread the word about the two of you getting married?
Again, I don't know how she spread the word.
Leave it to Sharon.
But it was just, our family and our friends, like I said, I've always been the same friend, so it was just, we let everyone know that we're going to get married, and we had a date, and everybody was happy for us, and we went ahead and had a nice wedding, and from there we've ended up here.
Where did you get married? Tell me a bit about the day.
We got married in Little Burgundy, where I'm from. So we got married at St. Anthony's Church, and it was a nice service. It was a little different because, again, the wheelchair, and instead of Sharon standing beside me, they brought a chair, and she sat with me, and it was a nice ceremony, and I had all my friends there and all my family, and it was a great day. It was a great wedding, and we had a nice reception, and it was just great.
You and Sharon have 3 children, including your eldest son, and you named him Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne. After her brother Wayne, he's that special to, obviously to her, it's her brother, but to me also, and we decided to name him after her brother. I thought it would be special for her family, and also special for us. I mean, it was the one common person in our lives. So he's Wayne.
That was it.
Yeah.
We're going to go to traffic. Our house guest on Home Run today is Carey Ashton. He's assistant coach of the McGill Championship baseball team, the Redbirds. They won the Nationals last year. He also coaches teenage players. He was voted Coach of the Year for NDG Minor Baseball twice. But what makes Carey a little different is that he's been in a wheelchair since his early 20s. He has muscular dystrophy, and we've been getting to know the story of his life over the last hour or so. Carey, how did you start into coaching baseball?
Well, I coached softball many years ago. My friends were playing, and they actually got me into coaching because I was there watching, and they wanted me to be part of it. So, but more than anything else, my son started playing baseball in NDG, and he had coaches the year that I started, but they were coming to me a lot for help and asking me what should we do and this, that. And by the end of the year, I was coaching on the team, and it just took off from there. Every year, I kind of went up a level or started coaching competitively a few years later.
How do kids react to having a coach who's in a wheelchair?
It's kind of strange. It's the one thing that, did concern me then. And to this day, it's still, still a concern, seeing how people would react. I mean, even now when we go out on the road, or we're in the States or in Ontario, or we go to a park where people don't know me, they're still a little surprised that, well, that's the head coach over there. They'll talk to the other coaches and not realizing that they point out that I'm the head coach. With kids, it's once they get to know me, they realize I'm just one of the guys. In the beginning, it's, I joke with them and I try to relax them, and it's a little tough in the beginning, and more so on their parents. They have to, if they hadn't seen me before, don't know me. I mean, it's a little unusual to have you're a coach of a baseball team in an electric wheelchair out on the field. So it takes a little time for them, but I've gotten used to trying to make it easy on them.
How do you coach if you can't throw a ball or swing a bat yourself?
Well, I've got incredible assistant coaches, and always have. I've always been surrounded by really good coaches, and this year I've got, can I say their names?
Sure.
Dave Goldberg, Ernie D'Alessandro, Paul Stevenson, and Jan Sylvie Frankel. They're my assistant coaches. I got Greg Purnell helping me. I just got great people, really knowledgeable coaches, and they do the legwork, as we'll say. I mean, they throw the balls, they do the drills and stuff like that. We talk about, I set out the practices and help set out the drills, and we talk about what we want to do. But basically, they have to do it. I can't do it. So I've been blessed with incredible assistant coaches.
But you communicate, that's your thing, and you've got to set the tone and give them those boosts.
Yeah, I've become comfortable in that role. And I'm trying, even every time I'm out there, even now, it's still, I get nervous doing it. I mean, it's, I'm trying to do something to make it seem natural. So, but communication seems to be, I guess, my role. And I mean, that's outside of the game. Once the game's on, I have a lot of stuff that I have to do. I mean,
look at the technical details.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as practice goes, I mean, I'm there just to basically look over everything.
Now, you've asked us to play as our next music pick, Bob Dylan's "Knocking on Heaven's Door," because you want to send this out to a friend of yours. Yeah,
someone that I've grown up with and I love dearly, David DeLeva and his wife Debbie, just lost their son recently, and Christopher's, there's no words I can say. He's an incredible young man, and he was serving his country. He was in Alberta helping prepare the troops for Afghanistan, and was in an accident. His vehicle he was driving rolled over and he died. And so I love this family and I love Chris, and this is why I chose it.
We send the song out to them.